Hello, my name's John. This is my Deathwatch Ballistus Dreadnought, and you're watching Wargames Models and Other Hobbies. Hello and welcome back to a quick conversion video. Today I am going to be making a little bit of an adjustment to my Ballistus Dreadnought. If you're familiar with this type of Dreadnought, you'll know that it has a missile launcher as one of its weapons. I want to make its missile launcher have a missile similar to the missile launcher from the Devastator squad, which is removable and looks like it's firing. So first things first, I'm going to get rid of some of the missiles from the pod. Now, I'm only going to make 2 of these missiles disappear, as I don't want to get rid of every single one on there. I just like the idea of having 2 missing, as they've been one's been fired and then one's in the process of firing. So to do this, ideally I should have had this idea before I put this all together, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to trim off as much as I can with my snips without damaging anything else. So I've now got those holes there. I'm then just going to size up the hole with a drill bit, which it looks like it's going to be that one just there. But I'm going to then drill a pilot hole first, rather than going straight for the full size. I'm going to drill a pilot hole, although I didn't get that right in the middle then, that's okay. A little bit of shifting on there, and there we go, that's close enough for that one. Let's do this one just here. Let's clear that out a little bit. There we go. So got that cleared out a little bit. Let's do the one below it. Now, I like the idea of the missile launcher having a removable missile, as with the Devastator squad missile, just because it adds a little bit of character when playing or having your models on a table in a display on the shelf, as it lets you kind of show what's happening at that moment in time. So you can either have no missiles firing or add one in so it looks like one is. I need to drill this a little bit deeper, so I'm not going to actually do it on a drill. I'm just going to use the drill bit and turn it by hand. Reason being, I really don't want to damage this model in any way. So I'm just going to take my time and drill this manually. So there's the first one. Let's do that top one now. And there we go, there are now 2 holes where there were missiles. So I have the Devastator sprue just here, and you'll see we have a launching missile just there, so let's trim this out. I may have to adjust this slightly because the hole for the missile launcher is bigger than the hole that I've drilled. As you can see, it is slightly too big there, and I don't want to make these too big. So what I'm going to do is carefully trim this down somewhat. So first thing is a little bit of scalpel work. Then I can see I've got an awful lot left to go on there. That's okay. If I hold it up to this drill bit, we can see. So I'm just going to scrape and rotate it. Apologies if you can hear traffic in the background. It's the end of the day and everyone is travelling home in front of my house. There we go. Okay. Let's zoom back out. So here we have the missile launcher with two empty sections there. Here we have a missile which now fits in there. Now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking one's not enough. And on this sprue there is another one. So I'm going to add another one. So let's trim this off. And this one, it's going to be slightly different because I don't want it coming out at the same distance. So let's take that off again and zoom in a little bit. So at the moment that one's coming out there. What I will do, let me just get a little bit more off the end of this. There we go, so that's the first one. And then the next one, what I'm actually going to do is trim that just beyond the little stalk. Like that. And hopefully that kind of fits in there, which it does. I'm going to do a little bit of work to make it line up slightly more. So I need to trim a little bit off the back of the first one. Apologies if some of this has been off camera. That's better. That one's there, but it needs to trim out a little bit more. I'm happy with that. I'm going to clean up the mould lines later on. Let's just line them up slightly. This top one isn't going to fit as easy as I thought it would, but that's okay. So I'm thinking maybe I think it's going to be time for some fun with magnets. Let's have a look. Actually, no, we're going to have some fun with magnets, I think. Let's have some fun with magnets. Hope that was on screen while I was having a look at that. Okay, so here we have some magnets. I always have magnets to hand when it comes to the hobby. So there we have some neodymium magnets. So I don't lose them, let's stick them onto the blade. Right. So, fun with magnets. I'm going to put a little blob of super glue on the end of the magnet, put it into the hole. Hopefully, it will then glue in place. So I'm using a thick super glue. So I'm now just going to hold this in place for a little while. And now you can see the magnet at the bottom of the hole. Then I'm going to repeat that action for the other hole. So obviously when I paint these, I'm going to make the magnet black. Oh yeah, wasn't expecting it to hop out then and then stick to the other one. Okay, that one's being a little bit stubborn. Okay, so let's get that second one into the hole. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do the same again. I want to make sure that the poles are the same on these. Just hold it for a little bit. I can't tell if it's in there. It's not in there. So I am going to get this magnet and put it on the end of this drill and put that down in there. There we go. So now we have the two magnets in the bottom there. Let's use this to kind of make sure it's poked in properly, which it is. Okay, so the next step in the fun and game with magnets, let me zoom out the camera a little bit. There we go. Let's just trim the bottom off this. Now this could have gone very wrong, as I did this all spur of the moment. I need to make sure that I stick these the right way around. So this is going to stick on this side. So I've realised quite quickly that I've just put this on a slight angle. Ooh. Oh, this is getting a little bit frustrating. It's okay, it'll all work. It'll work. Right, let's leave that one to one side for a second. So this has almost been not fun with magnets, but I do enjoy working with magnets, so I can't complain too much. I need to line that up a little bit better. Just come off camera while I do this, just so it's a little bit closer to me. My camera is unfortunately in a slightly wrong position today, so it's just in the way, which I'll sort out for another video, but hey, I'm always learning with this, and I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm quite happy to make mistakes, because it's the only way you can really learn. Okay, let's hold this for a second. Move. Oh, the magnet's come off and it's stuck to my finger. Oh, this is getting a little bit annoying. Oh, don't stick to... I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to swear. This is going to work out perfectly. And then I'm going to be really happy at the end of it. Okay. I'm going to put the lid on the super glue now. And I'm going to put the magnets away. Back into their little bag. Back into their box, and I'm going to calmly shut the drawer, and now I'm going to hope that if I push these close together, they're not going to stick together, which is the first good sign. And then I'm going to place the first one in here. That works. And the second one in here. Okay. I'm calling that now a success. Actually, I shouldn't do that until I can take them out. That one comes out and goes back in. That one comes out and goes back in. Okay, let's put that back on the Dreadnought. So now we have 2 missiles being launched. I can remove them, and we then have 2 relevant holes. Just going to see how that fits into the other way around. No, I've kind of decided which is the top and the bottom from this, which is okay. There we go. Okay, so that was going to be a quick video of putting those missiles onto the Ballistus Dreadnought, and then it was fun, almost not fun with magnets, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's John, and you've been watching War Games, Models, and Other Hobbies.